It's Powdered Cheese Aficionado, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be checking in with my BANT control deck in Standard, so let's take a look at the list. Here's what we're working with right now, and I've stuck with the same shells as before of the Up the Beanstalk into Overlord of the Huntwoods combo for our main card draw and ramp strategy, and then I have the usual support from 3 Steps Ahead and No More Lies counter spells, as well as removal like Get Lost, sweepers like Day of Judgment and Sunfall, and then we're also trying out 3 Leyline Binding. I haven't used this card in previous lists of this deck, mostly because I'm just tired of it. It's been in Standard for a long time, but also because it can't hit creature lands and it does get removed quite easily when there's a lot of enchantment removal running around in Standard. But I think 3 of them is still quite good. It is obviously a very strong card. And the main excitement of this deck is to try out some new top ends like 2 Time Stops, which it is basically an extra turn card, and maybe we can use it as a bit of a counter spell on our opponent's turn while also ending their turn. I'm also trying out 1 Herald of Dawn as a win con. If this can stick around, we just simply can't lose the game. So the idea is to exhaust all our opponent's resources and maybe even protect the Herald with some counter magic. It does have Flash, which is really great. You can flash it in on your opponent's turn and then protect it the next turn. I'm also trying out 1 Aetherize as a bit of a sweeper, which I'm not going to pretend that this card is necessarily better than Day of Judgment or Sunfall, but I really wanted to try it out as a one-sided instant sweeper, a bit like Settle the Wreckage, but it hits only our opponent's creatures if they're attacking, so I really wanted to try it out. We also have 1 Authority of the Consoles for aggro decks and 2 more in the sideboard. I think this card is quite good at buying us time to get up to a sweeper when we're against aggro. And the sideboard is pretty standard BANT. We are trying out 1 Cease and Desist as a sweeper for all artifacts and enchantments. I'm not going to pretend that this card is amazing, but I just wanted to see if it could be good in some matchups. And we do have Tranquil Throwback for artifact enchantment destruction with both Graveyard Hate and Ghost Vacuum for some more Graveyard Hate. We have Jace as a mill win con when it's needed or in control mirrors. We have some other removal for cheap creatures. We're rocking the complete Verge package, so we have 4 Flood Farm Verge and 4 Hushwood Verge, as well as the Surveil lands in those colors to activate their basic land types. So yeah, I'm really excited to keep playing this deck. It's probably one of my favorite decks in Standard right now, and I think it is quite powerful, and I'm just trying some one-ofs of some other cards to see if they work in this type of big ramp control shell. So with all that said, let's hop into a match, and if you do end up enjoying this video and want to subscribe to my channel and help support me, that would be greatly appreciated. Let's see how it goes at the beginning of a new season in Standard. Well, it's a weird hand, but we do have the mana for Beanstalk, so I'm going to risk it. Maybe we'll be able to get to turn 3 Overlord of the Hauntwoods, get to Leyline Binding. Fortunately, Herald of the Eternal Dawn is going to have to hang out for a long time. Okay, it's not a land. Let's see if we can get one here. We cannot. And our Loam Speaker and still no land. Oh god. Well, I think we bolt the bird. Not feeling good about our start though. Okay, there's a land. That's good. Don't think we want a 3 steps ahead right now. Need some things that we can cast, and don't really just want to be holding open counterspell magic. Our opponent is off to the races. And we still cannot do much. We could draw a card here with Beanstalk and Leyline Binding just to do, but don't think that's worth it. Another Invasion of Zendikar. I mean, they're ramped so much now. So I think I'm going to bind the Loam Speaker instead of countering the Zendikar. At this point, like 2 more mana, they're going to be able to cast their biggest thing no matter what, and we just need to catch up. So going to do that before that thing can make any 3/3s. Fortunately, this is going to be a tapped green source, so we can't get Overlord down. Wow, and another No More Lies. Okay. Let's chill out on those. They haven't shown us a huge threat, though. I think, honestly, the scariest thing right now is if they start attacking with the Vine Stalk over there. Want to crack that passage? Nope, they do not. Something big? Nope, just fine stock. Nothing to do about it. Need another get lost. So maybe I shouldn't have killed that first lone speaker with our initial get lost. Just didn't know what they were going to ramp into. Okay, they're saving fuel passage for this Hydra, I see. Well, we're definitely in a tight spot. Yeah. Gonna take a big beating next turn. Okay, there's a land, and I think I'm gonna get full cost Overlord down. Doesn't look like no more lives will be able to do much. This gets us a blocker and draws us a card, and then hopefully we'll get to some answers for these creatures. Oh, please just crack this passage. I know they won't now because of the Hydra on top, but I think that's all that's holding priority here. Guess they could have a 2-mana something in hand. Okay. Draw another Leyline Binding. That's the thing with Leyline Binding. It's a great card, but it just doesn't deal with the Vine Stock, which is really annoying because it targets non-land permanents. So, kind of one of the reasons that I've not been running it in my decks, even though it is obviously very good. Defiler Vigor. It's scary. They got a lot of big stomping to do. This Hydra's gonna grow pretty large pretty quickly. I wonder if we can get Herald of Eternal Dawn down. That would be really fun. I feel like they won't really have a great answer for it. Unless they can bounce it and kill us, of course. Do we take this trade? I think I want to try to trade with the Vine Stock, so... Oh. Well, that makes things a little different. I think I will sweep here. So I guess I should have blocked Skyclave to not take 5. Still don't have a good answer for the Vine Stock. But I'm going to Day of Judgment, and then next turn we'll be able to either play Nissa or the Herald. I included Aetherize just to try it out. I'm not going to pretend that it's any sort of amazing card, but could almost blow them out here. By binding one of these. I think we still need to use Day of Judgment. Sure. Would still like to use binding this turn to draw a card off of Beanstalk, but I'm feeling a bit more relaxed here. So if we do this, they won't have the mana for Beanstalk, and these are just burning a hole in our pocket. Not sure if that's the right phrase, but they are doing nothing. So, oh, they let it resolve in favor of a Vinestock attack. Okay. Yep. Looks like they'll get the other Zendikar. Make it a creature. Feeling a little rusty right now, if I'm being totally real. Okay. Nissa hold open binding seems pretty good, and then get down Herald next turn. Little late there on Authority of the Consuls. Don't think I'm going to play it. I'm going to hold open binding so we can get the Skyclave with the binding. If they decided to double attack here. Oh. Coming in. You want to attack into my 8/8? Oh. Okay. That was too much. Didn't even get to play our 6/7 drop here. Alright, well, they're a lot of big creatures, so Sunfall definitely comes in. I think Disdainful Stroke, maybe a Frillback for some life gain. Tidebinder, I think we can get rid of Authority. Tidebinder could be useful. I think I'm going to put in Ghost Vacuum because they have so many creatures. I think it could be kind of a fun win con. I'll go down to 1 time stop. That seemed a little excessive. Gotta go down on a little bit of counter magic. No More Lies was so dead for all their ramp, but we can counter their ramp spells, but it's decent. It just felt so bad there. And I think I'll get rid of Curator because it's probably just too small to block anything. I don't love it. But we can try to surveil to some blue sources, and we do have Get Lost, and we have the mana almost for Overlord. I'm gonna keep. Llanowar Elves is here. Okay, this is nice. I'll play the Archive first. Don't want another 3 steps ahead, I don't think. This is great to have a blue source. It also enables our Verge, just like this would have, but that's why I'm gonna play it first there. And now we should get Overlord down on time, as long as they don't just completely steamroll us. Ow. How dare you. Okay. Do we do this again? Do we kill the Llanowar Elves? I kind of regretted doing that last game, so... Okay. Like, I think I'd rather kill this Hydra. But let's do it on end steps. They don't get to use a map token on the elves. So, like this. Be gone. Okay, untapped green. Get down Overlord. Shout out to all you coffee drinkers out there. It's good that we got rid of the Hydra, because they do have Fabled Passage in hand. But I'm got another Hydra on top. Ooh, we get an untapped blue, which is kind of sweet, so I'm going to play that. We could make Your Own Luck here. But because we don't have other removal, I think I'm going to hold open 3 steps ahead and try to use it on 2 modes, counter something, and draw cards with it. Like so. Seems good. And... wow, I don't know what to discard. I guess I'll discard the land, because we do have Make Your Own Luck. I'm too excited to play one of these 7 drops here. We could hold open Disdainful Stroke, but I think I'm going to do this still. There's no lands on top. Well, that's looks pretty bad. We'll plot the Sunfall so it's free. Well, a bit of an awkward hand here now. So maybe I needed to play Beanstalk there to draw. But there wasn't a land in the top 3, so I probably... I guess I should have discarded something else instead of that land. That's my bad. Alright, there's the land. Not under too much threat, though, so... I think I'll still get Beanstalk down now, and then just hold up one of our counter spells. Yep. Nice, Overlord's online. Looks like they have some sort of interaction, maybe, because of that stick there. Okay, there's the Rexy boy, and it cannot be countered. And we can't pay the ward cost this turn, so it looks like we're taking a hit. Oh dear God. This card is still got it, as they say. Well, if they have a second Rex, we actually will be able to maybe kill it, because we can get a free Sunfall this turn, and then next turn we'd be able to, or on their turn, we'd be able to just barely have enough untapped mana to pay the ward cost of a second Rex with Get Lost. So, that feels pretty good. We already have a tapped land in hand, so I'm just going to do that. I'll attack with Overlord, and then unfortunately exile our own Overlord to free Sunfall right now. Be gone. Okay. I think I'll discard it. No more lives here. I really want to live the Herald Dream. We haven't gotten to cast it yet. Okay. And then our elves. It's not another Rex. Loot. Okay. Probably want to kill this before they can activate it, I guess. Just won't have an answer for another Rexy. But yeah, I think I do need to kill it because off the top they can just start getting things off the top next turn when it doesn't have summoning sickness anymore. I was thinking about trying to use this card in a build. I'm not super into big creature decks, but God, I wish it had better art. Like, its art is well done. It's just so cartoony. All right, nothing else to do here, so I'm just gonna activate our 3/3. And still a stick in their hand. I'm not sure what it would be. Maybe like some sort of bounce spell or something along those lines. Another counter spell is not really what we want right now, if I'm being totally real. Sure. I think Overload is fine. Do I need to hold open counter magic? I think I do, so I'm gonna keep... Oh, we're at 5 health, though. If I play Herald here and they just play another hasty thing, we're just toast. If I play Nissa, I don't really want to take damage from her. But I would need to hold open one of these. Alright, I'm going to chill one more turn. It's a bit risky. If they have another Rex, I think I'm just totally dead. But maybe I could double block with Vinestalk in our 3/3, I suppose. They have their own Nissa, which is really good info for us, because we do have the counter spells for it. Agent of Zendikar. Oh, this has Flash. Wow, I totally forgot that. Alright, I don't think I care about this. Yeah, they just screwed up because now their Nissa is no longer on top. This having Flash is pretty sick. I'm gonna play this big bad card right now. I cannot lose the game. What are you gonna say to that, huh? Oh, they have a counterspell? Okay, that's what was holding priority. That's fine. That is totally fine. Let's get down to creature land. I'm a little scared of their own Nissa, so I think I still want to be holding open counter magic, so let's just play Overlord here and slow roll our own Nissa a little bit. Still vulnerable to another Rex, but they'd have to get Herald gone, so I'm going to attack with Herald, be a little aggressive. Means they're pretty much dead next turn. Could even copy our Herald. It's not legendary. We could copy it with 3 steps ahead. Okay, that's gonna do it. Yeah. Way down in gold. Right, ooh. It's a weird hand because we don't have double green for the Overlord, but I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna be bold. If we're against red aggro, it's probably a terrible keep, but... Okay, we get another land, that's good. Would love to cast Time Stop and have some fun with it. It is a cool card. Looks like we're against Rakdos Sacrifice, so I'm a little concerned. We need some, a little bit of gas. Archive. It's not another green source. Okay. Let's get Beanstalk down. No, no, that's not what you want to see. And we are pretty far away from Sunfall right now. chance. Exiling these things would be really good. They all have death triggers. Okay, there's a second green. Yep, I think I have to get that down here. It's just very slow. Yeah. So next turn, hoping they don't kill us, we'll play Overlord on 3, play tap land, ramp up to Sunfall a bit. I mean, our life total is, it's not ideal, let's just say that. But we don't really have much else to do. We draw another land. Okay, don't need any more lands right now. Let's get the tap land down. Good time stop next turn too. That could be fun. Nissa's good. I mean, I don't know if it's good actually right now, but it's a good card that I just don't really want to survey it. Yeah, put it in the bin, so to speak. Okay. Still chilling. Still chilling. I think I want to use time stop. Could do it right on their upkeep, or we could try to nab them basically as a counter spell. Get it when they play something. Or just do it now before they deal damage. Okay, no instant speed interaction there. That's nice. We get a turn. What do we do with our turn? So we have 7 mana. We could play Nissa. We could still Sunfall and hold up in No More Lies. That's pretty good. Yeah, let's just do it now. I mean, I could just do another time stop. That could be kind of fun, but they didn't seem to have too much. Yeah, I bet their hand is all creature removal, now that I'm thinking of it, because there's nothing... They're not sacrificing those little dudes, which they really wanted to before we Sunfalled. Okay. You do not want to stick around. Alright, let's get Temporary Lockdown in for the cheap creatures. Also Smite. I think Authority of the Consuls is good. Also for the aggressive strategy. Sunfall and Frillback. They definitely have artifacts to kill with Frillback. Then I'm going to go down on Counter Magic because that's just a bit slow in this matchup. Go down to 1 time stop, 1 Nissa. I think or go down a Binding is fine too. Just get rid of 3 steps ahead entirely, I think. We just need to be sweeping their stuff, not holding up Counter Magic, because they're going to be pretty aggressive. Okay, it's not ideal, but we did win the first game, so gonna hold on to the Day of Judgment Dream and surveil away any lands on top. Or not. Going to assume they'll take our Day of Judgment here, and then Leyline Binding will have a very heavy lift to do. I'm not sure if it's prepared for it, honestly. How you feeling down there? Binding. Ooh. Hey. Well, that's a good turn 1 play. Very nice. It'll at least buy us some time when they start playing all their little creatures. Okay, this is totally fine, because I have too many lands in hand. I think I can get rid of the forest, I guess. I don't really want to get rid of our other goodies. Botanical Sanctum. I think I'm still going to play a tap land here. Oh, Jesus. Should probably play the fast land there, honestly, but I just don't really want them to have all the info. I want them to have a little mystery, but yeah, I probably should just play the Botanical Sanctum, but whatever. Because now I want to play a tap land, honestly, but this will become a tap land, so I guess we'll just get it down. Bit of an oopsie there on my part, I think. All right. They do have Enchantment Destruction, but they don't take the consoles, which is good. I will take that life, thank you. Another Overlord, okay. That's pretty good. Let's play tap land and get this down as a enchantment. Don't think we need to hold up Open Binding right now. Now we have 1 mana binding. I guess we could have played the Verge instead of the Anchorage to hold up in 1 mana binding, but I'm not sure it's going to matter too much. Okay, Spiteful Hexmage. I'll gain a life. I mean, I feel like their deck is really all about all these little bits of damage, and Authority really helps to counteract that. Okay, I'll just Sunfall. Seems good. I haven't really seen any Vipers from them or big payoffs, so I'm kind of just chilling, and we get to hold Open Binding. I would love a Beanstalk, honestly, to keep drawing cards, but can't have everything. Okay, they're gonna scry. We need some gas. They need some serious gas. Because we have 2 Overlord of the Haunted Woods coming in hot. Not sure if these games are going to be the best sample size, because we're kind of just hosing these decks. Oh no, not Duress. Well, they can only take Binding. So might as well play it out of spite, I guess. It's our only non-creature in hand, so it'd either get discarded, and we can't do anything else with our 1 mana anyways, so... just gonna play it. Don't need a land on top. Let's play full cost Overlord, see what they can do. I'm gonna assume they'll have some creature destruction. Yeah, like I go for the throat here. There is a stick. Brass Forge. I would normally be scared by that, but Authority of the Consoles just completely shuts down her Brass Forge. Alright. Good times. Thanks so much for watching this video. I'm not sure those games were the best sample size, but they were fun, and I was away for the holidays here in the States, but I did try to get out videos while I was gone, and I hope you enjoyed them. I'll be back to our regularly scheduled programming now, so thanks for stopping by my channel, and I'll see you in the next video.